Xingyi is incorporating not only, in addition to those, the yin and yang, Xingyi is breaking it off into the 5 elements. So you have the 5 elements, you have wood, you have fire, you have metal, you have water, and you have earth, okay? The order in which I just gave them to you, it matters, but we're not gonna get into the weeds with that. You guys can go into, do some research, look up the five elements and just see how they interact with each other, right? So it's all about those elements and how they, what the properties of those elements and how they interact internally and externally, right? So what we're gonna do is gonna go over some stepping move here. This posture here is within a Santi stance, which means it's kind of a bow stance. If you're in a bow stance, which is 60-40 kind of stance, you kind of shift back at a bow stance and you're kind of in a back stance. And that's the Santi stance, okay? And then like you're on railroad tracks with your feet parallel, just take one of that foot and slide it back. So we'll say, take your right foot, slide it back like it's on the railroad, right? So now you're on the railroad with your both feet first facing north. Now take the back foot and just kind of turn it out a little bit towards the corner, right? Now your waist is still facing forward, right? Now you're in kind of a bow, this is a bow stance. This is your Tai Chi. If you do Tai Chi, this is the stance you're going in and out of all the time, right? So all these things you want to do over and over and over again. Get comfortable in these stances because you're going to go in and out of these stances all the time, right? And these stances are supporting you, supporting the power and your stability, right? Your roots to the ground. If your roots not there, you're stable. You're not stable. If you're staying like this, not so rooted, right? So if you get in a good stance, in a good bow stance, you're solid, you're rooted, right? And from that rooted stance, you can throw, kick, you can block, do all these fancy things, right? I just did karate, talking about Xingyi. It's like, but you know why? Because everyone gets it's easier to talk about, it's a generic, if I start getting the weeds about, the Chinese arts, lose people sometimes. So, in this pose stance, so now we're in this pose stance, and we're gonna shift back put the weight on that back leg, right, a little bit, and watch the knee, watch that your knee is not over your toe in that back stance, because if it's over your toe here, see if I just drop the plumb line here, and this is drop straight down, that's past my toe, that means that I'm putting too much pressure on my knees, right? So now in order to avoid that kind of, because if you have bad knees, if you have bad knees, that's going to be bad for, that's not good for you. If you have good knees, if you keep doing that, they become bad knees, right? So make sure that you keep your knee not past your toe there, okay? It's all for good reason. So he stands, you're kind of laid back here. Put your left arm out, this one here, out forward, and then put your other arm right at your center line here. All right, so in Xingyi, there's a couple things real simple, keep in mind. Xingyi, you're thinking about a straight line coming from your center line, okay? So your center is here, that's where everything's gonna be in line with. Your hands are gonna be along that center line, right? So keep your hands right along that center line. Keep your hands right along your center, right here. See how to keep that? Right down the center. Yeah, you got it, good. So yeah, good, right down the center, right? You can see it, you're off. So this, right? So if that's your center line, and you want to you can stay there. I'm going to tell you a little secret. In martial arts, you're probably going to be hitting from your center line. You're never going to punch out here, right? If anything, it's back into, it looks like it's out there, but you're turning. The secret is that you're turning it, and it looks like you're swinging your arms, but you're not really swinging your arms. Okay? Look where your elbows are. In Tai Chi and martial arts, we talk about heavy elbows all the time. Same things apply here. It means your elbows are heavy. It means that you're coming straight down, right? And that's in your center line, right? Stay along that center line. Feel that, right? Stay along your center. All right. So that's the Xingyi stance. This is where that's the metal element. All right. Metal in Xingyi is considered a splitting. The idea of splitting. I'm not going to go into the whole philosophy of all this stuff. But again, read up on the 5 elements and how they interplay with each other. We'll talk about it, but I'm not going to get too deep into it. There's your metal. All right, so the next element we're going to do, shake it out. Shake it up, guys. Thanks. Next one, see, you're just standing there. We're just standing, right? Just stand, sit, right? You do all these arts, you don't get all fancy about it, right? And you're like, I do all this stuff. It's like, no, just sit, and that's it. And you'll find it all in just sitting still. So water, like I said before, I told you we're going to start. We're going to start from this metal element position, right? So we're going to do water. We're going to do it's a drilling process. It drills. So we were doing spiraling with Shin, right? So this is the same thing. So we're gonna twist. Put your hands out, your fist out in front of you here, right? Use your center, your knuckle from your center, your middle finger, and just use that as a point and pivot around. Twist. Just twist from that point. And twist and keep twisting to where you feel like you're wrapping around your forearm, you're wrapping the muscles. You're intense, right? Feel that. Twist that so you start feeling. So twist it so much that you feel it in your forearm, right? Twisting that. Right? So this twisting is like it's like a rinsing, right? You take all the energy in your chi, right? It's condensing. You're condensing it all into your muscles. So all you're doing, again, remember, Xingyi is one of the 3 internal arts, right? So we're doing all this external physical stuff that we're doing. I'm physically asking you to twist your arm. But it's like, how can that be? I mean, this is supposed to be internal, right? Why am I feeling, all this pain? Because once you twist it, you gotta start relaxing. Start relaxing your shoulders. Relax your shoulders, so that the only place you feel the tension is you kind of relax. The only place where you're feeling the tension is on your forearms. In your forearms. So start relaxing your shoulders, because you don't want to do this. Because this will start getting, and then you get like something going on with your neck here. You go, oh man, did I sleep wrong? I must have slept wrong. So just keep that tense, right? And breathe. Breathe. Right? It's twisting. Twist. All right, shake it out. Your bones will get real dense, right? And you start hitting things, and things will start hitting you and just bouncing off, and you don't feel it after a while, because you're doing this stuff internally. You're condensing all that chi in there, right? All right, so now the twist. This is a little tricky though. So we're gonna step from here, from the Xingyi stance. We're gonna step forward with one foot into another kind of a bow stance, but we're gonna twist. We're gonna do this twisting arm. We're gonna drop the front arm, drop the front arm, and you're gonna twist this up this way. So now you see, now I did my twisting. I'm still twisting, but I'm twisting. This one's twisting inwards. This was gonna twist. The one that's on the bottom's turning in. So we're doing we're doing this twist, this one twist, and the other one's twisting inward, right? It's gonna twist down. So it's like, if you give me a coat rack here, this is like, right? Right now, it's like I'm here, push, right? So to change over from being on the bottom to the top, all it is twisting, right? Here, you're on the bottom, I twist, push. Okay? So this twisting, all right, so now, so watch, so this is twist, the other hand, the elbow is gonna be down by the elbow here, right? So see this position here? All right, get into this position. Right foot forward.
Oh, right foot.
Right foot forward. Right arm forward. Right? So this arm, the right arm's twisting out, the left arm's twisting inwards. Right? And everything is going right down the center line. Push. So you gotta think of it this, when you move, you're gonna move straight down the center line. Whatever's in front of you, every movement that you make, you're gonna go right down this center. Right down the center. You're not gonna go here, or here, or here. You're gonna go right down the center and keep it. It's easy because all you reference, the only reference point is you. You are the reference. All right? So that's twisting upwards, right? Now, that's drilling up. Now you're gonna step forward. You're gonna switch. This is gonna switch from turning down. It's gonna come from the inside. Now it's going forward. Now the left hand's forward, right? Left hand's forward, right hand's forward. Right? Go again, step forward, and you're gonna twist again. This is all this is gonna turn. You're turning everybody around. You're twisting back. So this is all you're gonna twist forward. Think of it, you're gonna drill. You're drilling. You're going to go forward this way. If I go, I wanna go, like I wanna go straight ahead. Push. All right? So, all right,